Hello everyone, welcome back to Laravel API series once again, and this is the part 26. And in this video, we are going to work on user API registration. Okay, in this video, we are going to learn new thing. We are going to learn that how the user can get registered to the multiple websites. Okay, so I will explain you that what we are going to do in this video. Like there are two websites, like first website is our like basic e-commerce website. Okay, we all know that we have done the basic e-commerce website some time back, and there is one more website that we are working on right now, and that is the advanced e-commerce website. Okay, so we know that advanced e-commerce website is now in Laravel 8, and basic e-commerce website was in Laravel 6. Okay, so now we want to do one thing, if the user register at the first website, that is the basic e-commerce website. If user register at first website, okay, this website user register at first website, let me write user registered at first website, then it automatically get registered at the second website. Okay, so same user will automatically get registered at the second website, that is the advanced e-commerce website. Okay, so it is like if user registered at the first website, same user will get registered at the same time in the second website. Okay, so this is the thing that we want to do with the Laravel APIs. This is the creative kind of thing, and we want to learn how we can achieve this thing. Okay, so this is the part one of user API registration, because there are many things we are going to do with the APIs, how we are going to use the curl also. Okay, so I hope that this is clear to you, that what we want to do. We like if the user will get registered to the basic e-commerce website, then the same user at the same time will also get registered to the advanced e-commerce website. And whenever user will get registered to the advanced e-commerce website, same user will get registered to the basic e-commerce website. So this is the process of the syncing process. Okay, so the user will get registered to the both websites at the same time. Okay, so we are going to run, for the first time we are going to run both e-commerce websites side by side. Okay, I am having the Mac operating system, so the running of the project will take place like right click on the folder, on the project folder, and then new terminal at folder. This is the our advanced e-commerce series that I want to run, PHP artisan serve. Okay, so one project I'm running, and here I'm going to run this project, and this is our advanced e-commerce website. Okay, so the next project also I want to run, that is the basic e-commerce website, and this is the basic e-commerce website that we have done long time back, and I want to run with the different port, PHP artisan serve. Then I will use some other port like port equal to 8010. Okay, we know that how to run the multiple websites. Okay, so here I am running now this website, see basic e-commerce website. This is the basic e-commerce website that we have done earlier. This is also the beautiful website covering all the basic features, and it's done in Laravel 6. Okay, so see now we have two websites. So we want if the someone will come and register at the advanced e-commerce website, the same user will get registered at the basic e-commerce website. So we will also open their database so that we can easily get to know that how this thing will get possible and how to get the results. Okay, so I'm going to open here. See, this is the advanced e-commerce website. I'm going to open the users, and I'm going to open the basic e-commerce website, that is the ecom 200, the separate. Okay, so here we can see only 16 entries are there. So the user will come here to the 17th entry, and here I'm going to check the users list here, and here is the 27 entry, and user will come at 28th entry. Okay, so both the table users table will filled up with the same users. Okay, So let's start working on the coding part. And first of all, we want to use the curl for the first time with the Laravel APIs. Okay, I think we may used before for the SMS and for few other things. Okay, so let's open the code now. First of all, I want to use this advanced e-commerce series, advanced e-commerce code. Okay, so here I am going to open that registered user function in user controller, from where we are registering the users in front. Okay, so this is the registered user function. So whenever the user will get registered, we want to register that user into another website. So we need to run the curl here. Okay, so here we want to register, like here we will write the curl request to create user in basic e-commerce website. Okay, okay, so see here we are going to use the data here, dollar data, whatever data will come, user data. Okay, whatever user data will come up here, we are going to send that data to the via API to that second website, that is the basic e-commerce website. Okay, so whatever user data will come up here, it's coming here in dollar data. We can check here, because here we are saving all the data in we are inserting all the data in our table. So here we are going to get all the data. I'm going to write it like this: post data. I'm going to get all the data with JSON encode. I'm going to encode all the data and we'll get in another variable like this. Okay, and URL that I want to hit, like I am running to the another URL. You can see here that the website is running here in 8010 port. So I want to hit the another URL that we are going to create route in another website. Okay, so there I will create this route in api.php file. In my next step, register user, so I will hit this URL. Okay, and see, I'm going to start the curl request now. $ch. How to start the curl request? Curl in underscore init. Okay, so this is the process to start the curl request. Okay, curl initialize, this means the curl initialize. Okay, so after that there are some syntax of curl. If you know, the first one is the curl set operation, set operation opt. Okay, like this one. And see, it will also come up like this if you will do in some line. So first one is $ch. Okay, so next one is the script that we want to write, that is the curl. There are a number of script we can use. The first one, verify host. Okay, this one we will make it as 0. Okay, so now the next one we can use the another one now. And we are going to check once which one is available. This one, verify peer, and this one also 0. And now see, now the another one called post data. See, we want to post the data, so this one, see, post will be 1, because we want to post this data to the another website, so that's why curl post will be 1. Okay, and also we must having the post fields. Okay, there is another one you can check here. If you will do, there is another one, post fields. Okay, so in post fields we will just post this data that we have encoded earlier, JSON encode. Okay, so like this, post data. Okay, so now after this one, I will write it like this: curl and curl set operation $ch. And the next one is return transfer must be 1. Okay, then I will write here curl or first curl opt, okay, underscore. I want to have here a return transfer. It's not there. Okay, no issue. I will just copy this one. Here I will write, now it is having return transfer, and this must be equal to 1. I will do like this. Okay, so next one is follow location, that also must be 1. It's not there, follow location. Okay, and now the last one, that I want to have the http header. Okay, that is the common one. Okay, http header, this one. Okay, so this one we want to pass the array here, array content type application json. Okay, so it's done. Now we want to execute this curl, result equal to curl underscore execute. Okay, $ch. So after that we are going to end the curl underscore close $ch. Okay, that is done. Okay, so this one, this URL we want to create in our another website, that is the basic e-commerce code, and we will open this project here, and here in api.php file, here we are going to create the new route here, and that route is for uh, register user from Laravel advanced e-commerce website. Okay, so we are going to register the user from the advanced e-commerce website, and we will add here post. Okay, post will work here because we want to post the user. Okay, register user. Okay, and here we are going to create this API controller in basic e-commerce series, and we are going to register user, like this. So this API controller we want to create in our basic e-commerce series new terminal folder, php artisan make controller. All the controllers are in the common folder. Okay, we are just going to run the command to create the controller, API controller. Okay, so we are going to open the API controller here. Okay, so we are going to list that same function that we are having in user controller of registering the user. This one will work there, because we this one also posting the data, and this one also posting the data. From only difference is it is posting from the another website, and that is posting from the its own website. Okay, so here we will also get the data in post here as well, and it will work in the same way. Okay, see, uh, we are going to post this data, but here return redirect is not required at all. Just the only thing we are going to do, see, redirects will not work here. Okay, so if the user count is greater than 0, that we will not do anything else. We are going to save the data. We can send the email as well. Okay, and we can update this. See, auth attempt is also not required, because we are not going to log in into the another website. Okay, we are just registering the user into another website. User is required to log in to the another website if you want to place some order. Okay, so this one is not required. This one we can remove, and this one, let me remove. Okay, and return redirect, this one also we can remove. Okay, and that part is fine. This confirmation code also we can remove. Okay, only thing that will work like send register email, and this one we are automatically creating the user into another website. Okay, so let's try this code. We are going to register in one website and hope that the user will get registered in both websites. So let's try this code. See, I'm not sure that it will work at the first attempt, but we can try. What I'm going to do, I'm going to register from the advanced e-commerce website and hope that it will also get registered at the basic e-commerce website. So let's see. I am going to register with my name Amit Gupta. Here we'll give the mobile number, any mobile number. Okay, so mobile number is more than 10 digits. So Amit, any your mail ID I can select 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so this is the your mail. So let's try create your account. I'm going to create the account now, and see, it is taking some time as it is also sending the email. So I'm going to check here whether the user has come up to here in both the tables or not. Here must be 17th id, and here the 17th id, it is fine. And now I want to check here in basic e-commerce website. Here the it must 28th id with the same username, that is the amit353646 at the rate of yahoo.com. So let's see. No, see, the user not registered yet, so it means there is some error somewhere. Okay, so we need to identify that what is the error here. And see, the error may be, the chances are that the error we are getting maybe in curl. Okay, so we can also print the curl request. Okay, so here we can do one thing. Here we are going to print the curl request. So let's print dollar result, and let's check whether it will show. And now we are going to register again, and we'll try remove this one. Okay, so Amit Gupta, now we will do some other email, and we will give some another mail now, yourmail.com. Make sure the email is unique. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I will also open the inspect here. So let's try create your account. See, the error has come up here. API controller registered user does not exist. Okay, so we need to check out that why this error and where this error is coming up. Okay, in API controller register user. So it is going to the another website 8010, and here it is saying that okay, so we forgot to change this one to this register user. Now it must work fine. Now the error has been resolved. Okay, so we can just comment this one once again, and now we are going back. And here I think this registered user, this user already registered. Okay, so we can try with some other user now, like 2 and something, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So let's try now create your account. So this time, yeah, it has been created, and now we are going to check in both website. 18th id amit23245 at the rate of yahoo.com, and let's try. It must be 28th id with the same user, but still it is not registered. it is saying okay, so we need to debug it again, and let's try once again, and let's see what error is coming exactly. Okay, so it happens sometimes. We need to debug and we need to identify the code, and we need to identify to resolve the issue. 9810447. Again we will give some other email id, 123456, create your account. Okay, so this one in register user we have missed to add that so see here, pick everything here whatever is required, like not only see use app user, see if you want to send the registered email, so we need to pick up the email code as well. Okay, so here we can write the email code, and what else, and if anything else is required then just copy that. Okay, so now it seems to be fine. So we can refresh this one and we'll send. Here see another error is coming now this time. See user where email, so I don't think email is there. We need to check the database here. Ecom, yeah, email is there, that is fine. So we need to check that what we are passing from there. Okay, so here see, we can do one thing here, we can just simply check what is coming. Okay, so now we are going to check here. So this is the data that is coming from there. Email is also there, Amit. Okay, so that is fine, that seems to be fine. Email seems to be fine, dollar data email. Okay, so now we can try once again and check what is the error coming. It is saying undefined index email, but email we able to get that email. So let's see what's happening here. So we are going to check dollar data email here, like this. The dollar data email is also not coming. Actually it is in a JSON encoded form, so we may require to decode this code maybe. Okay, because it is coming in encoded form. So and uh, see it is seems to be JSON data. Okay, so few things we can do here. We can either try dollar data email like this, that it will come or not. Let's try it, this one. No, it is still not coming. And okay, there is one change that we are going to do. See here we are doing JSON encode, so we will not do that. Okay, so we will simply put our data in post data variable that we will use to post the data to there in the another website. Okay, so we will check like this. We have removed that JSON encode here. Okay, so now we are going to check from the beginning. Okay, so here we will do some other id. Okay, I will start this time from 7. Okay, like this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, create your account, and here you can see the data is coming in array, so that data we can save at both ends. Okay, so now see, now this data is coming, we are printing this data here, so that is fine. Now we can use this data. Okay, and that must surely work. Okay, so let's do one thing. See, this one already get registered in one website here, because we have already saved, I think. No, not saved. So yeah, we can do this one. So I'm going to remove this one as well, and we are now going to refresh this one. So let's see. So this email ID must get registered in both the website Amit7646 something. Okay. So I'm going to check both the database now. Amit7646. Okay, it is fine. And here also, and yes, we have got it, Amit7646. So the ID has been registered at both websites. You can check that. Okay. So now I will do once again. Okay, new ID. Okay, so without any refreshing, and I'm going to see that it is working fine or not. I will do with some another ID, like some other, like Rahul Gupta. Okay, and mobile 981, this one, and email is something like Rahul G something at the rate of yopmail.com, and password is 123456. Okay, so let's see. This email ID must get registered in both websites. Okay, so let's try. Okay, so it's gets registered. Yeah, okay, it's fine. And now we are going to check the email ID in both the database. Rahul Gupta registered at this first website, that is the advanced e-commerce series, and now we're checking in the basic e-commerce series. And this one, Rahul Gupta, has been registered in the second website as well, basic e-commerce series. So the Rahul is having account in both the website. So with this we able to register at the both websites. Okay, so you can try this one at your end. Okay, so just the main thing is to create this curl request, and here the link that we are going to hit, this link is located at the second website, and here we have created that link in api.php that we have used for the APIs. Okay, and in API controller we have created the new function that will register, that will get the data from the first website, and we able to register at the second website. Okay, so in next video we are going to do the vice versa. We are going to register from the second website, and we'll able to register at the first website. Then we will do this thing at live server as well. Okay, so please stay tuned for the future videos. You are going to learn new things in APIs, new creative things that may require in live projects. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.